All right, everyone. Welcome to the most positive channel on the face of the earth, coming to you from the city of Cincinnati, Mr. Community. Channel all about putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis, giving life-saving, holistic health tips, bringing positive people together, giving you community news, encouraging unity throughout the world, encouraging people to come together, uplift each other, and get along. For over 10 years, I've been paying the homeless to turn in cans, giving them a legal way to make some money, just our way of trying to make something out of nothing. We also pay the children in the community to turn in cans, turn in trash into cash. We got several short videos where you can witness that for yourself. Go watch the short videos, watch all our videos. Channel all about helping the homeless family and saving lives. And you can help us do that by supporting the channel. The channel is monetized. The more likes we get, the more views we get, more subscribers we get, the more funds we can generate. The more funds we generate, the more people we can help that's dealing with homelessness and chronic illnesses. I'm into holistic healing, herbalists over hospitals 100%. I know from studying and meditating and praying that that's the case. So I would love to be out here getting all this life-saving information to the homeless and to the children and people out here in the community that really need it. I'm already juicing for friends and family members. I would love to extend that to juicing for the homeless and for the children that's dealing with chronic illnesses. A lot of children out here come from broken homes, from homes that's on limited income. So the parents go to the stores, they don't read the ingredients, they buy processed food, and as a result, their children end up with all kinds of illnesses before they reach the age of 13. Before they reach their teenage years, they are already dealing with asthma and cancer and diabetes. So I would love to start juicing for the homeless and for the children and get some life-saving herbs out here to the parents and educate them on how they need to eat to live and buy food that's good for their children. So you can help make that possible by supporting the channel. You can support the channel in several ways. You can donate by way of super chat. You can donate by way of super thanks, super like. You can donate to the PayPal H Taylor 509. You can donate to the Cash App, $ Mr. Helping the Homeless, $ Mr. Helping the Homeless. If you want to see us out here, 124. If you want to see us out here juicing for the homeless and for the children dealing with all kinds of health issues. If you can't afford to donate, don't worry about it. We know about hard times. That's what the channel is all about. You can simply support the channel by viewing our videos, spreading the word about our channel, hitting the like button, leaving positive comments, sharing the videos. And if you're doing anything in the community that you think deserves attention, feel free to promote yourself every time we go live. We are very pro-entrepreneur on this channel. Education over entertainment, entrepreneurs that give back to the community over corporate America. We want to see everyone doing so good in life that you don't have to give the best years of your life, the most productive years of your life to corporate America. You wasn't born just to chase a paycheck. Corporate America paying to keep you in check, a paycheck. They just want you to go along in order to get along, spend more time at work than you do at home with your loved ones, spend more time with your co-workers than you do with your family that is not living, that's surviving. We want to see people out here surviving, living and thriving. So if you got a business, promote your business every time we go live. If you got a YouTube channel that you're trying to grow, promote your YouTube channel every time we go live. If you are on hard times, don't hesitate to ask your fellow human beings on this channel to help you out. That's what we was born to do, uplift each other, help each other out. So feel free to share your story, your cash out, and your PayPal. If you're going through some difficult financial times, and these days it seems like the whole world is, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. The powers that be, the government, they got all the money in the world, but got their citizens out here struggling. They should be ashamed that they got people out here on hard times. Everything in life should be free. All basic human necessities should be absolutely free. No one should be out here struggling, depressed, worrying about how they gonna pay bills and how basic human necessities covered. No one should be stressing over how they gonna get food on the table. Food is a human necessity. That should be absolutely free. Nature give us everything we need. Everything nature give us should be absolutely free. Nature give us fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. That should be absolutely free. Nature give us water, clean water, not nasty tap water. That should be absolutely free. And human beings need shelter. Nothing to debate about. Have some feelings. Shelter should be absolutely free. All human beings should have a decent place to call home. You want a mansion, you should have to work for that. But just a decent place to call home, all human beings should have that absolutely free. And the government can afford to do that. They just don't want to do that. They love controlling people through money. So we got to change the way things are. It ain't going to be easy, but if the people come together, stop arguing over petty differences and concentrate on what we have in common and address these needs with a pure heart, we can make a difference. Real change gonna come from the people, not the powers that be, not from billionaires and millionaire politicians or entertainers. How long they been in charge of the world? We ain't see no real change. Real change is gonna come from the people. We're gonna have to stop arguing over race, religion, political views, and concentrate on what we have in common. Pool our resources. Create jobs in the community. Jobs that's all about uplifting the community, not jobs that's just all about making money. We're gonna have to create jobs that's doing something positive for the community. And that's real change. City of Cincinnati, everyone. I haven't been live in a while. I'm trying to go live again because I'm dealing with the loss of a lot of family members. Some very serious losses. Man, loved ones passing away at a very early age. So I'm out here with a heavy heart. A lot of my friends, family members out here with heavy hearts. We got funerals coming up. Appreciate everyone that been asking about me in the comment section and been praying for me. I pray for you and your loved ones as well. Man, don't take life for granted. You could be here today, gone the next. Your loved ones could be here today, gone the next. I love using this platform to help people, put a spotlight on the homeless crisis, connect with positive people. So this is a form of therapy for me to get out here and connect with positive people. We only want positive people on the channel, by the way. The more people we get, the more views we get and the more funds we can generate, but we will not sell our soul for likes and views and donations. We only want positive people on this channel. There's enough negativity in the world. So all negative people, we throw block parties. That's where we hit the block button, get rid of them, and hopefully never hear from them again. We only want positive people on the channel. We don't care about your race, your religion, your political views, your economic status. As long as you're a good person with a good heart, that's the people that we welcome on the channel. I'm into holistic healing. Herbalists over hospitals is not even close. A few years ago, my best friend passed away. After that, other friends or family members started coming down with all kinds of chronic illnesses and started passing away. They went to the hospital, did everything the hospital told them to do. They took all the toxic prescription medications with all kinds of harmful side effects. They did all the surgeries, leaving hideous scar marks on their bodies, just to end up passing away months later or a year later. After all that, the doctors told them there's nothing else we could do for you but put you in the hospice and let you waste away. I'm here to let you know there is something else that can be done. There's an herb on the planet for every illness. You got to do your research. You got to have an open mind, regardless of what you've been taught all your life and what you thought was right all your life. You always have to be open to new information and go do your research. There's a herb for every illness on the planet. Herbalists over hospitals, do your research. You can be healed no matter what illness you're dealing with, no matter what stage you're in. Don't let anyone tell you you can't be healed. You can be healed. You got to do the research, and you got to believe in the research once you do it, and you have to apply it to your life. And you got to keep negative people out of your life doing the process healing. Once you do the research and you come to the conclusion that holistic is the way to go over conventional medicine, anyone that don't agree with you, you got to keep them out of your life during the healing process. You can't take in no negative energy, no one trying to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. You got to surround yourself around positive people, positive energy, and you got to do everything that you learned about healing. You get in touch with an herbalist or you read and do your research. You got to do everything the herbalists and the holistic doctors tell you to do. You can't do some of the things. You have to do everything. Trust the process. When you're dealing with a chronic illness, it's best to go raw vegan for 6 to 8 months. If you are in real bad shape, you need to go raw vegan for as long as it takes. It may take longer than 6 to 8 months, but trust the process. The body is a self-healing mechanism. The body is always trying to heal itself. All you have to do is give the body everything that the body needs. The body needs real food, food that comes from the soil, food that comes from the trees, from the plants, not man-made plants and factories. Your body needs whole food, plants, food, organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, alkaline water, spring water. You got to drink water from mason jars or from a glass, not from plastic bottles. Replace nasty tap water with alkaline water and spring water. Get yourself a juicer if you don't have one, and start juicing organic fruits and vegetables as much as you possibly can. Every time you juice, your juice recipe should have more vegetables than juice. And every time you juice, you should make at least 8 ounces. And surround yourself around positive people. Like I said, it's a scientific fact that being mad, angry, stressed out, and depressed can weaken your immune system and make you sick. So keep negative people out of your life. Smile during these hard times. There ain't nothing wrong with having other emotions, being sad and depressed and crying. There's natural human emotions. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you just don't cry and grieve to the point where it's having a negative effect on your health. Other than that, there's nothing wrong with crying and being upset and being mad. Get all emotions out of your system. Get outside in nature, at least 30 minutes a day. Your body needs fresh air. Your lungs need fresh air. Learn about grounding. That's where you find some grass. Hopefully grass that don't have a bunch of pesticides in it. Take your shoes off. Don't be scared of nature. Walk in the grass, stand in the grass 20 minutes daily. That's called grounding. All the electrons from the earth is going to shoot up through your body by way of your bare feet. That's good for chronic illnesses. That's good for inflammation. Learn about grounding. This is the information age. No excuse to be dumber than a box of rocks. So much information out here at the end of your fingertips. Good information out here, bad information. You're just going to have to be able to tell the difference between the two. Focus on that good information and apply it to your life. Education over entertainment. Get in touch with some herbalists. I give two great herbalists every time I go live. Yahki Awaken, Yahki, Yahki Awaken, self-made millionaire herbalist from St. Louis. Got his own land. Like all this. All this should belong to the community. And we should be able to come out here, grow fruits and vegetables and herbs and heal each other and feed each other. Like Yahki Awaken. He have his own land, grow his own fruits and vegetables. He get water from his own land. He got his own healing clinic in St. Louis. Go to his website, Yahki Awaken. Guaranteed to change your life forever. Yahki Awaken. He gonna show you food can be thy medicine, and no matter what you're dealing with, you can be healed. Stop taking medical advice from people that benefit from you being sick. Big pharma in the hospital. The money is in the sickness, not in the wellness. They don't make money from healthy people. So go check out Yahki Awaken. What the heck is this? They had a little event out here, a little boxing event. I guess they was giving away treats and they just left it all out here. I love giving away food to the homeless, but I want to get to the point where I can give them nothing but healthy food. Man, maybe I could take some of this and give it away to some of the homeless folks out here that I be coming across. We gotta eat to live though. When you go to the grocery store, you need to read the ingredients. Don't just eat food because it look good, tastes good, smell good. When you buy food, you need to turn it over and read the ingredients. When you come across big old words you never saw in your life, you can't pronounce, you need to put that so-called food item back on the shelf. All your ingredients should be real easy to pronounce. Once you come across big old words you never saw in your life, you can't pronounce, you need to put that food item back on the shelf. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Stop digging your grave with your teeth. Your body is not a pet cemetery. Stop putting dead animals in your body. That is so uncivilized. Eat nature's superfoods, organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. They had a boxing event out here in the community, and I guess they was giving away this food and they left a lot of it out here. I could take this to a homeless camp. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Don't dig your grave with your teeth, everyone. Stop eating food just because it look good, tastes good, smell good. Eat food that's good for the body. Organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Raw nuts, like raw Brazil nuts. Very good for breast health. All the women out there that's worried about breast cancer. Raw Brazil nuts. Very good for breast health. You can find all these raw nuts on Amazon. Amazon got everything. Raw cashews, raw almonds, raw walnuts, all good for the human body. Raw sprouted pumpkin seeds, good for heart health. Chia seeds, flax seeds, put them in your oatmeals and your smoothies. Eat to live, don't live to eat, everyone. You can be on this planet for a long, healthy time if you just take care of yourself. Eat healthy. Get outside in nature, walk in the sun. Walk in the sun 30 minutes a day. Don't be afraid of the sun. The sun is where you get your vitamin D. The sun make you sweat. When you sweat, you get toxins out of your body. The sun is a natural sauna. If you can, you just get yourself a steam sauna. Get in there and get all the toxins out of your body. Use essential oils like organic frankincense oil, organic peppermint oil. You can take the peppermint oil, use it for headaches. Rub it on the side of your temple. For other health benefits, you can take peppermint oil, rub it on the sole of your feet. You can take frankincense oil and rub that behind your ears. All good. Essential oils. Get yourself an air diffuser and let them essential oils just fill up your home. That's what I was doing for my loved ones that was in the hospital. I had a diffuser and I was using that in the hospital room, and when the hospital nurses and everyone came by, they commented on how good the room smelled. I was doing my best to save the lives of a lot of my loved ones that went the conventional route because they don't know about holistic healing. So they went the conventional route and that wasn't working. They was in the hospital deteriorating. So I came up there. I couldn't bring the herbs that they needed because you can't mix herbs with hospital medicine. There with essential oils. I came up there with castor oil. I came up there with 100% beet juice, 100% celery juice, 100% carrot juice. And I was using that on my loved ones that was in real bad shape. And they started showing big signs of improvement. However, the doctors and nurses were still coming through on a regular basis with their medication. So everything I was doing for my loved ones, they was undoing every time they came with the hospital medicine. E-Twin, how you doing, family? I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Hope to find you and your loved ones in the best of health. This is Mr. Community, most positive channel on the face of the earth. We welcome everyone to the channel. We don't care about your religion, your political views, your economic status, your race. As long as you're a good person, we welcome everyone to the channel. I normally go around the city of Cincinnati putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis. But I'm dealing with the loss of some family members. Man, it's been a long couple of days. I've been staying in the hospital for like over a week in the room of my loved ones, trying to help them get through this medical crisis they was going through, and using all organic fruits and vegetables and keeping hospital food away from them. They were showing progress. However, it was just hard to compete with the hospital medicine that they was bringing in on a regular basis. From the very beginning, I was all for herbs over hospital conventional medicine, but you got to make people make their own decisions. So a lot of my loved ones decided to go with the conventional medicine. They ain't know nothing about herbal medicine. They had a lot of friends and family members that was encouraging them to go with the hospital medicine, and that just turned out terrible. I kept trying to tell them. So that turned out absolutely awful. All kind of side effects. Nothing was going right. Complications from the surgeries. Internal organs was going bad. So I was up there trying to undo all the damage that the hospital did, but I was outnumbered by friends and family members. I was dealing with so many side effects from the medicine. It was an uphill battle, but what I was doing was working. And I knew it would work because God said it would work. Revelation 22 verse 2, the leaves are for healing. Herbs are for healing. And that's what I was doing for the most part. I was getting the loved one ready for the herbs. I was trying to get them better using essential oils and castor oil and organic fruits and vegetables and beet juice and carrot juice. Then I wanted to get my loved ones into rehab and then wean them off of the hospital medicine and get them on the herbs, but I ain't have enough time to do that. Hospital was pumping them up with this medication with all kind of side effects. The family was encouraging it, and I was the only one trying to go the natural way. So I was outnumbered, and it turned out very tragic. Dealing with the loss of some loved ones. We got funerals coming up. I'm on here with a heavy heart. And I encourage everyone, do your research. Don't just go along with whatever you've been taught your entire life. Always be open to new information. And don't just do something because someone in authority is telling you to do something. Don't be impressed with titles, anyone's credentials. Be impressed with results. We don't care if you're a doctor, you went to medical school for 100 years. We want to see your results. When it comes to restoring health to people that's dealing with chronic illnesses, what is your track record? That should be your mentality. People that went to medical school can be the worst people in the world when it comes to restoring health back to people that's dealing with chronic illnesses. People that's homeless, but do a lot of praying and meditating and reading and studying can give you the best information in the world when it comes to restoring health to people that's dealing with chronic illnesses. So never judge a book by its cover. The beauty within would be so hard to discover. Always be concerned with results, not credentials. A lot of the herbalists and holistic doctors out here that I be informing you of, they got medical licenses, they went to medical school, they went to herbal school. So if you are concerned with titles, they do have doctor in front of their name. You should be concerned with results. But I'm gonna give you the name of the herbalists and holistic doctors like I always do. But I'm on here with a very heavy heart. A lot of friends and family members did not take heed to what I was saying. And as a result, we now have funerals. Red Bricks, how you doing, Red Bricks? You and Linda, hope to find y'all in the best of health. Always good hearing from you guys. Just a little live. I'm trying to go live to just get outside and get some fresh air and prepare myself for this new chapter in my life where I got to live without a lot of loved ones that did not take heed to what I was trying to tell them. Herbalists over hospitals. And now a lot of loved ones that I hold in a high place dear to my heart is no longer here. And I got to begin this new life without them. And that is not easy. You spend 29, 30 years with someone, and then just like that, they are gone. Turn your whole world upside down. Thank you, Red Bricks. Truly appreciate it. So that's what we're dealing with. A lot of chaos in the family, turmoil in the family. Unfortunately, some people bickering over nonsense. Man, this is a whole new chapter in my life I'm gonna have to adjust to, and it's gonna take some time. On this channel, we normally mix in a little entertainment because we know people love their entertainment. The world could be coming to an end and people still want to laugh and dance and sing. So we mix in some entertainment. We brought you Ice Cube last year, Dougie Fresh. We brought you Shaquille O'Neal and Nelly in concert. We try to mix in a little entertainment. Was going to bring you Blink 182, but they got canceled due to the weather. This year, we're gonna bring you Snoop Dogg and LL Cool J and Tony Braxton and Earth, Wind and Fire and many more acts. But due to this turn of events in my life, of course, that's off the table. We still got some live music out here in the community that take place sometimes. Free concerts. Every Friday, R&B concerts, Wednesdays, reggae concert, Thursday, salsa nights. So, I don't know. Depending on how I feel, I may get down to them events and go live like I'm going live today. Take your health into your own hands, everyone. Get outside in nature. Take care of yourself. Do like this guy. Get out here and jog. Don't be in the house watching the idiot box, the tell life vision, telling lies to your vision all day, just sitting around eating processed food and junk food, drinking beverages that's harming your internal organs, smoking cigarettes that's damaging your lungs and internal organs. Care about yourself. Because I'm telling you, once you get in that hospital and they diagnose you with a chronic illness and they start pumping you up with toxic prescription medication, you don't wish that you took care of yourself. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your loved ones deteriorate slowly after you tried to tell them how to prevent this process. You tried to warn them. They didn't take heed, and as a result, they began to deteriorate right before your eyes. That is very heartbreaking. That is a lot to deal with, to sit there and watch your loved one go to the next realm, to sit there and watch the life leave them, to see doctors working on them at the end, and to hear the doctors tell you it's over, it's gone. At the age of 30 and 40 and 50. And you're like, man, they have so much living to do. Jordan walks around the city showing some of them old world red bricks. Absolutely good. I'm glad you enjoyed that red bricks. Because right now, I only got the strength and the energy to just walk around the city. A lot of events that's going on is just, I don't know. But these walks do me good to be out here walking, so I'm glad that this is cool. Rick, Slick, Steve, Dave, everyone, how you doing? Hope y'all all having a beautiful, blessed day. Hope to find you and your loved ones in the best of health. Open chat policy. All the old family members, you know what we do on this channel. We all about putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis, giving holistic health tips. We got an open chat policy where we encourage you to feel free to talk about whatever's on your mind. You don't have to address the title of the video. Treat this like your channel and feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Enjoy the city of Cincinnati as I go for a walk and try to clear my mind. Rick Slick, how you doing, family? If you got a business, feel free to promote your business. We all about coming together, uplifting each other, supporting each other. I'm out here with a heavy heart. I got a lot of funerals coming up. I'm entering a new chapter in my life. I gotta find a way to live without some very important friends and family members no longer being in my life. I just want you to think about the most important people in your life and that person, those people no longer being in your life, just like that. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Whole world turned upside down. Friends and family members grieving, and some of them bickering with each other, just a mess. A lot going on. Ain't nothing more important than life. Hope you're having a good day too. Thank you, family. Open chat policy, everyone. I know Trump been dealing with some health issues. Y'all want to talk about that? He been dealing with the swelling of the legs, I heard. Politics, whatever you want to talk about. Just out here, the city of Cincinnati, walking around the community, clearing my mind. Got some funerals coming up, man, that I dread going to. I'm all about life. I don't like dealing with the other side of life at all. But I gotta be there for some of my loved ones, but I do not like going to these funerals, and I just love being upbeat. I want to have a celebration of life. Even when someone passed away, I want to concentrate on all the good that they did and want to laugh and smile. I don't want to be around sad music or sad scenery. Everyone down and depressed and crying and arguing with each other. So I really don't go to funerals. But if someone want me to go, then I will go for them. And that's the case that's going on right now. Stay strong. You can't. Thank you. Thank you, family. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot. This is a loved one that I pretty much been with just about every day. Been with this loved one every day. Every day for over 29 years, I always spent time with this loved one. Then I was in the hospital with this loved one, watching them deteriorate to the very end. I stayed at that hospital. I did not leave. I did not get no sleep. Wanted to make sure they was okay. They had oxygen tubes hooked up to them. Unfortunately, the tube kept coming loose. I don't know what was going on in the hospital, so I couldn't get no sleep in the hospital. I had to keep waking up, making sure that the oxygen tube was hooked up to my loved one. Man, all kind of stuff was going on in the hospital that confirmed how I felt about herbalists over hospitals. Sometimes the doctors would come in ready to take blood, and the other nurse would have to stop them and tell them, no, you're in the wrong room. Just all kind of crazy stuff. Feeding my loved ones terrible hospital food with all kind of chemicals that create diseases. So I got to stop that. Some of the family members wasn't happy with that. But I'm telling them, I'm going to the healthy store and get some healthy food. And you got some friends and family members that actually had a problem with that. There was so much going on, so much. Our loved ones transition. Move with us. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Edward. And I'm a spiritual person. I know there's more to life than this spiritual realm. I done did some research on my loved ones. I'm into anagrams, like messages hidden in your name that tell you how your life gonna play out. I did that with the name of some of my loved ones that passed away, and I found out some messages and their names that really comfort me. So you know that everything played out the way it's supposed to play out. There was nothing you could do about it. But as a human being, we still grieve. We got the spiritual side, the strongest side, but we still got that human side, that physical side. And that's what I be dealing with during moments where I break down and cry. I'm dealing with that human side. Because the spiritual side knows that there's more to life than this physical realm. The spiritual side knows there was nothing I could do about it. Everything played out the way it was supposed to play out. But at the same time, you still hold other people accountable. I'm talking about the hospital, and the nurses did some terrible, terrible, terrible work in the hospital. So although I know everything played out the way it was supposed to play out, still hold them responsible. Just so much to deal with, I tell you. My life is gonna be so different now. Some of these particular loved ones that's no longer here, you know, we did everything together. We went to shows and concerts together. So now when you hear advertisement for concerts and shows, all that is gonna bring back memories and remind you that your loved one is no longer here. You're gonna hear an event coming to town that you know you would normally go to that event with your loved one that's no longer here. And that's just gonna bring back all kind of painful memories. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. Matter of fact, one particular loved one that's no longer here, if that loved one was here, we'd be in Indiana right now. We in Cincinnati right now. But every year we went to Indiana on this weekend for the Black Expo in Indiana. So that's where we will be at right now. And I'll be filming from Indiana with this loved one that's no longer here. This is the first year that we haven't made it to Indiana. And man, every time I hear them advertising for the expo in Indiana, It's going to bring back painful memories. Every time I walk past certain landmarks here in the city, I know me and this particular loved one, I say, hey, we'll be at that restaurant. We used to go to this spot. So I see why a lot of people, when their loved ones pass away, they move out the city. Because there's so many things in the city that remind you of your loved ones and what y'all used to do in the city together. So I got to deal with that. I'm walking past I'm walking past so many landmarks out here that remind me of my loved ones that's no longer here. All over the city just gonna remind you that your loved one is no longer here. Because if your loved one was here, y'all be right here at this spot together right now. Y'all used to always go here on this particular day. Remember when you used to go right here with that loved one? And man, that's what I'm dealing with right now here in the city that we spent together for over 29 years. Everywhere I go, it's a reminder. Your loved one is no longer here. Because if they were, this is what y'all be doing together right now. Yeah, shared that Indiana trip last year. Right on, Red Bricks. Yep, we've been doing that for like 18 years, going to Indiana. And I live streamed it last year. Charity Cole. How you doing, Charity Cole? Hope you're having a great day. Hope to find you and your loved ones in the best of health. Thanks, Red Bricks. Truly appreciate it. Don't take life for granted, everyone. Don't take the life of your loved ones for granted. Don't put off for tomorrow what you could do today. And don't make chasing money and material things more important than being with your loved ones. If you got to cut back on your lifestyle, you got to downsize in order to spend more time with your loved ones, then do that. J-O-B, just over broke. They just give you enough to keep coming back to work anyway. Ain't nothing more important than spending time with your loved ones. Don't get caught up in the matrix. Don't get caught up in corporate America. Don't get caught up chasing money so much that you're not spending time with your loved ones. Tomorrow is not promised. If you got to downsize in order to be with your loved ones, then you need to go ahead and downsize. Get used to living a simple life. Ain't nothing more beautiful than being with your loved one. You don't even have to be doing nothing that involves money. Just walking in the park, sitting in the park, going down by the river and looking at the boats go up and down and eating some food together and just enjoying each other's company. That's more important than spending money on material things, houses and cars. Absolutely. I would give up all material things to have my loved ones back. Man, we can live in a studio apartment. We can live in an efficiency apartment. Heck, we can sleep outside like a lot of people doing in this country. Unfortunately, that should never be the case. But to have my loved one back, I would do that. To have my loved one back in my life. What's up, my brother?
What's happening, man?
All right, man. God bless you.
God bless you too, bro.
All right, everyone. The city of Cincinnati, most positive channel on the face of the earth, all about putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis. For over 10 years, I've been paying the homeless to turn in cans, paying the children to turn in cans, giving them a legal way to make some money, watch our short videos. Witness that for yourself. We also about giving holistic health tips, herbalists over hospitals. Let food be thy medicine. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Don't dig your grave with your teeth. Stop eating food just because it look good, tastes good, smell good, or because it's cheap. Read the ingredients when you buy your food. When you come across big old words you never saw in your life, ingredients you can't pronounce, I advise that you put that so-called food item back on the shelf. Unless you want to take your own breath. Take your last breath. It may take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, but eating bad will catch up with you eventually. And that's what I'm dealing with. A lot of my loved ones that passed away as a result of not taking care of their health, as a result of eating food with all kind of harmful ingredients. I see that, who is that, who is that? I never get his initials right. RJK, worked for the Donald Trump administration. I see he getting a lot of harmful ingredients out of the foods. Should have been done. Eat to live, everyone. Don't be out here digging your grave with your teeth. Be very particular about what you put in your body. A lot of my loved ones are no longer here because they were just eating anything. Meat shot up with hormones to make them grow faster because the meat industry only care about making money. All kind of antibiotics in the meat. Go watch the documentary, The Dominion, if you want to see what they do to these animals before they put them in the grocery store and before you put them on your plate. Go watch the documentary called The Dominion. You got to be 18 years old to watch it. The information is so graphic and it's mind-boggling what they do to these animals. How they force the cows to produce milk, because these cows only want to produce milk to feed their babies. The cows don't go around thinking about humans. How can I give milk to humans? They produce milk for their babies. Every species have milk for their own kind. Cow milk is for cows. Goat milk is for goats. Human milk is for humans. But the powers that be, the Illuminati, the Bilderberg, the Rothschilds, the 13th satanic bloodline, the hidden hand, the secret government, you just call them the government. The Bible call them spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what they are. They all about making money, so they actually stimulate these cows to make them think that they're pregnant so they can produce milk, so they can sell the milk to human beings. Nasty milk with pus, mucus, all kind of stuff in it. Terrible. You need to stay away from milk. If you can't make your own milk using almond nuts, you need to stay away from milk. That pasteurized milk is terrible. Go check out Dr. Milton Mills. He tell you all about milk and why you need to stay away from it, why you need to stay away from dairy, ice cream, and cheese. Check out Dr. Milton Mills, an outstanding holistic doctor. You glad to be here with you, man. Only been here a few minutes, but reminding me important things of life. Thank you, Steve. Truly appreciate that. And I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate the positive feedback. This the People's Channel. You know, feel free to talk about whatever's on your mind. Every time I go live, I just want to provide a positive platform for positive people where you can come unwind after a long day, where you can come feel free to express yourself without being judged or trolled. Nothing is off the table. You can feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Spirituality, politics, anything that's going on in your personal life. Treat this like a journal, your own personal journal, and you can talk about whatever's on your mind. You don't have to worry about offending anyone. As long as you're coming from a sincere place, you don't have to worry about offending anyone. We don't have to agree on everything. So never try to force yourself to agree with me or anyone else in the chat. As long as you got a good heart, that's all we care about. We don't have to agree on everything. Matter of fact, that's even more beautiful when people don't agree on everything, but they still can get along and they still want what's best for each other. The powers that be don't understand that. They want us divided. So when they see people that don't agree on everything but still uplifting each other and wanting the best for each other, that really confuse the powers that be and make them upset. So we got to have that level of maturity where we can say we don't agree on anything except one thing, the most important thing, and that's the love for humanity. And we want to see one another doing good. Don't dig your grave with your teeth. Absolutely. That's what they got a lot of us doing. Every time you bite that food with hormones, every time you eat that food with harmful chemicals and harmful dyes in it, you're digging your grave with your teeth, eating your way to the grave. Unfortunately, the powers that be got a lot of people in this country doing just that. Every bite you take, you're getting closer and closer to the grave. They done made death taste good. I ain't stopped eating all this processed food and junk food because it was nasty. I stopped eating it because I realized it was doing nasty things to my body. City of Cincinnati, everyone. One love. We just been out here for what, a little over 50 minutes and already came across what, probably about 4 homeless people out here. Unbelievable. No one should be homeless, no one. Humanism over capitalism. Everyone should have a decent place to call home. It hurts to see people out here dealing with homelessness. I mean, life is rough enough. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Hope you're spending it with people that you love. Speaking of stopping the violence, why it's so crazy out here? Here in the city of Cincinnati, it's been so much violence. Lord have mercy, people need to relax. Why are people so angry? Been a whole bunch of unfortunate incidents here in the city of Cincinnati. Violence. Hard to keep up with all of it. All right, everyone. I'm just out here walking, relaxing, getting my mind together. I'm out here with a very heavy celebration of life. All right, we back. Unfortunately, this phone is kind of old. I'm into holistic healing, so I spend all my money on organic fruits and vegetable nuts, seeds, and herbs, and juicers and blenders. Trying to help my loved ones maintain their health. So sometimes this old phone shut down, and I just got to reboot it, and we'll be right back. I'd rather spend my money on trying to get my loved ones together as opposed to investing in equipment. So sometimes the phone shut down, just hang in there. I just got to reboot it and we'll be right back. Linda just woke up and says hello, send you prayers. Thank you. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. God bless both of you. Truly appreciate it. So good having positive people sending you positive vibes and praying for you. I truly appreciate it. I don't take that for granted. Some little simple things in life. I love nature. Just to be out here in nature, looking at the beautiful flowers and the beautiful squirrels out here, We take little stuff like that for granted, but guess what? I can't make no squirrel. I can't make no bird. Open chat policy, everyone. We are now in a park, unfortunately, where a lot of homeless people hang out. No one should be homeless. No one should be homeless. A lot of homeless folks hang out at this park. And this is also the park where they be having free concerts and everything. Every Friday they have free R&B concerts. Man, I'm dealing with so much. I don't know the next time I'm going to make it to a free concert. But once we get everything back on track, we'll be out here at the night. Got the dog park out here. So I give the name of herbalists and holistic doctors every time I go live. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, we back. Phone keep acting crazy. But like I was saying, it's a park where a lot of homeless folks be at. You know, I'm going to give you the name of some holistic doctors and herbalists like I do every time I go live. I want to see good people on the planet for a long, long, healthy time. So every time I go live, I give you the name of herbalists and holistic doctors. Hey, how you doing, my man? Beautiful white dog right here. All right, everyone. So much pain. The two herbalists that I use for all my medical needs, Yahki Awaken, Y-A-H-K-I, Yahki Awaken, self-made millionaire herbalist from St. Louis. Got his own land, grow his own fruits and vegetables, get water from his own land. Outstanding herbalist. Go check out his website, guaranteed to change your life forever. Yahki Awaken, Y-A-H-K-I. Got his own healing clinic in St. Louis. Go to his website. You can make arrangements to go to his healing clinic. If you can't make it to St. Louis, you can have one-on-one time with this master herbalist. Just go to his website and follow instructions. The other herbalist that I get my life-saving formulas from, Divine Medicinals, outstanding herbalist, self-made millionaire herbalist, master herbalist. Go check out his website, Divine Medicinals. Take your health into your own hands, everyone. You don't have to wait until you're sick, battling for your life, before you start eating healthy and exercising and getting some life-saving herbs into your body. Other holistic doctors. Holistic doctors free on YouTube. They don't need your money. They're doing great financially. They just give you all this life-saving information because they care about human life. Holistic doctors that you can check out for absolutely free on YouTube. Go check out their websites. Go check out Dr. Joel Furman, Joel, Dr. Joel Furman. He gives delicious, healthy recipes and a lot of life-saving information. Go check out Dr. Sebi, S-E-B-I. Go check out Chef AJ. All these are holistic experts, holistic doctors that went to medical school that's very, very educated in their field, guaranteed to change your life forever. You're dealing with a chronic illness. You know someone that's dealing with a chronic illness. I advise you, go check out their websites and their YouTube channels. Guaranteed to change your life forever. Go check out Dr. Bobby Price. Go check out Fully Raw, young lady from Hawaii, and she is fully raw. She only eat raw fruits. She don't eat no cooked food. Go check out Fully Raw. She give you delicious recipes, healthy recipes. Go check out the Juice Lady. Outstanding nutritionist, the Juice Lady. She got my mother kidneys together. My mother was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. So bad she thought she was gonna have to ask one of her loved ones for a kidney. I don't believe in messing with the body when it comes to chronic illnesses. I don't believe in root canals. I don't believe in no kind of surgery, removing the tonsils, none of that. The body is a self-healing mechanism. Give the body what it needs. Keep your stress levels down. Get outside in nature. Eat organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Juice organic fruits and vegetables. Drink alkaline water, spring water from mason jars. Get in the sun for at least 30 minutes a day. Start grounding, standing in the grass barefoot 20 minutes a day. And the body will begin the process of healing itself. So instead of giving my mother a kidney, we gave my mother a juicer and a juice recipe that we got from the Juice Lady. Within a year of juicing, my mother's kidneys went from stage 3 disease to normal just by juicing organic fruits and vegetables. And my mother have a whole bunch of other bad habits. Unfortunately, she's a chain smoker. She's overweight. She still eat a little processed food and meat. She leaning more towards being a vegan now. But even with all those bad habits, just by juicing organic fruits and vegetables twice a month, because that's all she can afford, that's all we can afford. Just by juicing organic fruits and vegetables, she was able to get her kidneys to go from stage 3 disease to normal. Organic fruits and vegetables is so powerful, everyone. Amen. Take 2 steps toward God. I guess it's truly God take 5 steps towards you. Because my mother just began the process of trying to help herself. And she saw great results. You can be healed, everyone. Don't let anyone tell you different. You can be healed. Nature is way more powerful than man. God is way more powerful than man. Dr. God over Dr. whoever. God is the greatest doctor. God is the greatest healer. Whatever you've been diagnosed with, in the name of God, work on bettering yourself and you'll see positive results. No matter what the doctors say. When I was in the hospital with my loved ones, they kept trying to tell me, oh, your loved one health is so bad, you need to go ahead and consider end of life treatment. And I was saying, no, as long as my loved one is showing signs of life, my loved one is up, joking, smiling, laughing. How we gonna do an end of life treatment on someone that's up, joking, and laughing and smiling? Because on paper, you say the heart look bad, the kidneys look bad, the cancer look bad. But this loved one is up smiling and joking and telling you I'm in no pain because I'm up there bringing castor oil, essential oils, rubbing it on the sole of their feet. I'm rejecting all hospital food. I'm going to get organic fruits and vegetables. Loved one showing signs of life. But because on paper, the doctors are saying it look bad. They want us to work on end of life treatment. I mean, how crazy is that? And unfortunately, you got friends and family members that's not very educated. So they go along with everything that the doctors say. Insane. Never be afraid to question authority, everyone. I don't care if the person got better credentials than you, the person went to school, went to college, and you dropped out of school. Go with your instincts based on what you're seeing or what you're experiencing. Go with your heart. Never be afraid to question authority, and that's what I was doing. I was saying, there's no way I'm allowing you to do an end-of-life treatment when my loved one is up, alert, laughing, and smiling, and the only signs of distress is when they take your medication. They take your medication, they start having all kind of side effects. They start having mental episodes where they start talking strange. And you admit it's your medication that got them talking strange. You admit it's your medication that you use to treat the cancer that damaged their hearts and their lungs and their kidneys. So you admit everything that you did caused my loved one to be in the condition that they're in. And you also admit that when I come up here and I start using castor oil and peppermint oil and frankincense oil and change their eating habits, that you see signs of them getting better. You admit all that, and then you say we still should work on end of life treatment. How insane is that? I felt like I was in a twilight zone. Cynthia, how you doing, family? Appreciate everyone showing love to the channel. Hope to find you and your loved ones in the best of health. Man, I was dealing with a nightmare situation in the hospital. That's why I always say herbalists over hospitals, 100% is not even close. You're dealing with a medical crisis, everyone. I'm telling you, take your health into your own hands. Herbalists over hospitals. Find yourself a good herbalist. Until you're able to find yourself a good herbalist, you be the help that you're looking for. Eat organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Get outside in nature 30 minutes a day. Drink alkaline water, spring water from mason jars, from a glass. Stay away from tap water. Get outside in the sun 30 minutes a day. Start grounding. Take your shoes off. Walk in the grass, stand in the grass 20 minutes a day. Start juicing organic fruits and vegetables as much as you possibly can. Once you do that, I guarantee you, you're going to see positive results. I don't care what chronic illness you're dealing with. You're going to see positive results. And then what's going to take you all the way over it is a good herbalist. A herbalist is just going to be the exclamation mark. Change your lifestyle. And that's really the change that you need. You change your lifestyle. You go raw vegan until you are completely healed. That means eating nothing but organic fruits and vegetables until you are completely healed. You can be healed. I don't care what illness you're dealing with. I don't care what stage you're in. You can be healed 100%. I was seeing my loved one healing right before my eyes. And my loved one been diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 cancer. My loved one was diagnosed with organ failure from all the medication that the hospital gave him. But just by me being up there giving my loved one positive energy, by keeping the hospital food away from them, giving them nothing but organic fruits and vegetables, that same loved one was showing signs of improvement. But the doctors kept coming with their medication, and they was undoing everything I was doing. And I'm being 100% honest. They was undoing everything that I was doing. And unfortunately, I didn't have the power to tell the doctors, listen, we need to cut back on whatever prescription medicine that y'all giving. Because when I give them organic fruits and vegetables and I rub essential oils on their feet, behind their ears, my loved one is showing signs of life and mental clarity and starting to talk more and think clearly and remember stuff. But then y'all come with y'all medication and y'all undo everything. Loved one was just talking. Loved one was just pronouncing everyone's name after being nonverbal. Loved one was talking about things that we did in the past. Loved one was remembering all kind of stuff. And then the doctors come with their medication with harmful side effects. And that same loved one shut down, stopped talking. When they do talk, they start saying stuff that don't make no sense. It was unbelievable. I was in a twilight zone. And then the doctors tell you to your face, yes, it's the side effects of our medicine. And that's why I told my loved ones, don't put your life in the hands of these doctors. Don't do it. But my loved ones wouldn't listen. They wouldn't read. They wouldn't study. They wouldn't do their own research. And as a result, their life was in the hands of these doctors with toxic medication. And they have friends and family members that worship the doctors. They do everything the doctors tell them. The doctors tell them the medication is causing side effects that's very harmful and damaging your loved ones' internal organs. You got friends and family members that say, okay, doctor, well, continue doing it. We just got to deal with that. I'm looking at the doctors and the friends and family members the way I should be looking at them, like they are crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. Loved ones ain't passed away from cancer. Loved one passed away from heart failure that the doctors gave them as a result of all this toxic medication. Ain't that something? You go to the hospital for one thing. When you leave the hospital, you got 20 things wrong with you. I came in here because I got a lump under my breast. About the time you leave the hospital, your kidneys is bad, your heart is bad, your lungs is bad, and the cancer spread as a result of the surgeries and the medication. What is going on in these hospitals? But you know, I had $2,000 worth of herbs ready for my loved ones. I told them, this is from an herbalist that reverse illnesses, on record reversing illnesses. But the miseducation is so powerful that they still go to the doctors. The herbalist can show paperwork. Yes, I get rid of cancer all the time. Here's the paperwork. My patient came to me with their medical records from the doctors. They did everything I told them to do. They went back to the doctor and the doctor told them, your cancer is gone. The herbalist showed paperwork like that. And people are so just stuck in their ways. The mind control is so powerful that although they see that themselves, it's not coming from a doctor, from the establishment. So they still run to the doctors. And then the doctors tell them to their face, we don't got no cure for your disease. The medication we're gonna give you is gonna cause heart disease, lung failure, kidney failure. And unfortunately, people still raise their hands and say, okay, I want to do that procedure. We got to break this. People are passing away when they don't have to. You're absolutely right. Amen. Praying for you all. Thank you, Cynthia. It is so heartbreaking to see people in this mental trance where you are afraid to question authority. You scared to question the police. You scared to question politicians. You crazy. I mean, you scared, also crazy. You scared to question doctors. Because these are people that have been put in positions of power. So you're scared to question them. You do everything they tell you to do, even though everything they tell you to do is crazy. Take this medication for 5 years that's going to damage your heart, your lungs, and your kidneys. You know that's crazy, and you say, okay. Unbelievable. And that's what I was dealing with. My loved ones that was going through this, I was the only one saying, no, question that. That don't sound good. Here, I got herbalists that went to herbal school. They got doctorates. This is what they do for a living. You don't have to go to a doctor that's going to tell you we don't got no remedy for your condition and the medication we're going to give you is going to damage your internal organs. There is another way. I'm up here begging my loved ones. Listen, there is a better way. I'm reading and studying about the disease that they have. I know more about their own disease. And I'm not even the one diagnosed with this disease. But they're not reading, they're not studying, they're not doing their own research. They just doing everything the doctors tell them to do. And then go home and continue to do the things that made them sick to begin with. Go home, don't exercise, don't walk, don't change their eating habits. Thank you. Very heartbreaking. Because I had to sit there knowing that I could restore your health if you would just listen. And to sit there and watch your loved one deteriorate right before you. You got friends and family members and doctors that's going against everything you're trying to do, although what you're doing is showing positive results. I come to the hospital because I don't like hospitals at all. My loved ones decide they want to go the hospital route. I say, okay, but I can't be there with you. I can't sit there and watch you harm yourself. So just call me under two conditions. If you start showing signs of improvement, then I will come to the hospital. I put my beliefs to the side and I will come support you. Or if your health get real bad, then I will come up to the hospital. That was the only conditions. When my loved one's health got real bad, I came to the hospital, I took over. All the friends and family members that wanted my loved one to do everything that the doctors tell them to do, they was up there with my loved ones. Let my loved one eat terrible hospital food, take all the medication. Then when it got so bad, they called me to come to the hospital. Like this, look like this may be it. Our loved one may be leaving. So I come to the hospital and I take over. No more hospital food. Out of my own money, I go buy fruits and vegetables and beet juice, celery juice. And then guess what? The same one that they thought was about to leave this earth showed signs of improvement. Loved one was hooked up to so many machines, I couldn't count them all. But just after a week of being up there with just me and my loved one, everyone else is gone. Y'all done did all y'all damage by letting my loved one eat this nasty hospital food and take all the prescription medication from the doctors. They left. So it's just me, the doctors, and my loved one. I can't battle the doctors. They're gonna keep bringing their medicine. But what I can do is stop my loved one from eating the bad hospital food with all kind of chemicals in it that's gonna make my loved one health deteriorate faster. So I stop all hospital food. I start bringing nothing but organic fruits and vegetables, watermelon, kiwi, oranges and apples and grapes and blueberries, beet juice, carrot juice. That's all my loved one was eating with me up there. As a result, after 1 week, my loved one started showing so much signs of improvement that they took my loved one off of all those machines. All the machines that they said my loved one gonna have to be on or they would pass away. Just after a week of being up there with my loved one, changing their eating habits, rubbing essential oils behind their ears and on the sole of their feet, giving them beet juice every day, carrot juice every day, my loved one was off all those machines. But the hospital and the family still wanted to push for end-of-life treatment. I can't make this up. After showing all these signs of improvement, my loved one is now up and alert, talking, joking, saying her name correctly. At first, she was being nonverbal. She couldn't remember nothing. But now, all of a sudden, with me doing all the things that the Bible tells you to do, Revelation 22, verse 2, the leaves are for healing. With me treating my loved one with organic fruits and vegetables and essential oils and castor oil, my loved one starts showing all kinds of signs of improvement, but the doctors and the family members that follow the doctors blindly, they still wanted to do it, end-of-life treatment. Can't make this up. I had to stop them about 2 or 3 times with the help of some other family members because I didn't have complete control. So I had to get other family members to agree with me, and it was going by majority. So I got enough friends and family members to come and stop end-of-life treatment about 2 or 3 times. Mario, yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, these doctors was like the angels of death. They was pushing for end-of-life treatment. Well, on paper, heart looking bad, kidneys looking bad, cancer spreading, and then they would come and ask my loved one, are you in pain? And my loved one would say, no, I'm in no pain. Do you want to, what do you want to do? I want to fight for my life. That's what my loved one is telling the doctors. I want to fight for my life. And you got the doctors and other so-called friends and family members pushing for end of life. Well, we really shouldn't take your loved one through this. I say, I'm going to honor what my loved one just said. My loved one said they want to fight for their life. What is this weird obsession with death? I was so scared to leave my loved one. I had to go to the store to buy beet juice and fruits and vegetables because we're not eating that nasty crap in the hospital. But they was pushing for end of life so bad, I was scared to leave my loved one. Because every time I leave my loved one, I come back, something wrong. I leave for 2 seconds to go somewhere. I come back, my loved one is now yelling at the top of their lungs, talking out of the side of their minds. I'm like, what the heck happened? Every time we show signs of improvement, every time I turn my back, I come back, and there's something wrong. Y'all take it down for an examination, for x-rays. When y'all come back, my loved one is talking crazy. Oh, all of a sudden, your loved one, urine is blood. Well, it wasn't like that before I left. I've been here sleeping overnight with my loved one. The nurses been coming in, changing their urine bag. None of them said they saw any blood. I'm sitting there watching them change it. Nothing wrong with their urine. But I leave them alone with you. You take them to the x-ray room. By the time y'all come back, y'all got a bag full of blood talking about this is coming out of her system. She come back with you, loved ones come back with you and talking crazy. Loved one pulling hair out of their heads. Before they was with me, they was doing none of that. And this is what I was dealing with. Doctors today are pathetic, absolutely, Red Bricks. I was in a nightmare. And then you got family members that's going along with the doctors. So the family members are looking at me like I'm the bad guy. This is the kind of stress that I was dealing with every day in the hospital. I'm dealing with a loved one that's having side effects from the medication. So I got to deal with that. I'm dealing with a loved one that needs organic fruits and vegetables on a persistent basis for all the diseases that's in their bodies. I'm dealing with doctors that's pushing for end-of-life treatment. I'm dealing with family members that's pushing for end-of-life treatment. And I'm in that room, in that hospital room every day, stopping all this from happening. Because my loved one, the life that y'all want to end, my loved one is on tape saying, I want to fight for my life no matter what. When I'm under medication talking crazy, disregard that. I want to stay here and fight for my life. But these doctors were so obsessed with end-of-life treatment. I don't know how they benefit from end-of-life treatment. I don't know what's going on. But I know they wanted end-of-life treatment so bad that every time I got in the way, they looked at me like I was Satan. So now they're turning around to other friends and family members saying, this ain't right for the patient. The patient is suffering. We shouldn't do this. So now they got the friends and family members looking at me like I'm Satan. They done turned the friends and family members completely against me. And by the way, them same friends and family members driving around in my loved one car, living in my loved one house, while my loved one is in the hospital battling for their lives. Why are y'all all pushing for end-of-life treatment? And your message is being heard and shared, absolutely. Thank you, Red Bricks. But this the heartache and the pain that I was dealing with. My loved one was fully alert. There was times when we come up there, my loved one is on an oxygen tank. There was times we come up there, the tube to keep her oxygen tank going is on the floor. We got to tell the doctors her oxygen tank is not hooked up properly. What is it doing on the floor? Oh, we sorry. The machine is so old that sometimes that happens. They pushing for hospice. My loved ones say they want to stay here in the hospital. They getting better. They feeling stronger. They want to do physical therapy here under the supervision of the doctors. Well, your loved one is doing so good. We just want to send your loved one home. They can do physical therapy at home. My loved one is showing signs of improvement, but my loved one can barely walk. And y'all want to send my loved one home? When she just told you she wanted to stay in a hospital and do physical therapy. They forced us to go home. My loved one said, I don't want to go home. They sent my loved one home with no hospital bed, with no medication. They say the hospital bed and the medication will be there in about 2 days. So they send our loved one home that can't walk on her own, with no medication, saying it'll be there in a day or two. This is the kind of negligence that I was dealing with. And the family thinking that it's normal and okay. By the way, the loved one didn't last the whole night home. We had to come right back to the hospital emergency. And when we come back to the home, when we come back to the hospital, they get my loved one together, and then they tell us we sorry. We shouldn't have sent your loved one home. This is the big doctor saying this. The big doctors say, we shouldn't have sent your loved one home. It was a mistake. And the nurse that authorized your loved one to go home, don't blame the nurse. The nurse was under pressure from her boss. This is the nonsense that we was dealing with on a daily basis in the hospital. The doctor's doing all this, and the family's still looking at me like I'm the bad guy. L. Rach, how you doing, L. Rach? Always good hearing from you, L. Rach. Hope to find you in the best of health, you and your loved ones. One of our regular family members right there, very good heart, very good soul. Jason, Cynthia, yes, Cynthia, that's what they said. They said it was a mistake. We sorry. We shouldn't have sent your loved one home. Yeah, my loved one who was just in ICU. My loved one who still can't walk on their own. All they saw, my loved one was showing signs of improvement because I was giving my loved one beet juice, carrot juice, essential oils, castor oil. So my loved one showing so much signs of improvement that they say, okay, y'all can go home. I say, no, just because my loved one is showing signs of improvement, that don't mean we want to go home. We ain't comfortable going home. We want to do physical therapy. My loved one can't walk to the bathroom on their own. Well, we'll do physical therapy at the house. We'll set that up. This is what I was going through. And I'm telling you, the family was so whacked out of their minds that they going along with everything the doctors tell them to do, and they looking at me like I'm the bad guy. And it's the kind of stress that I was living under every day at the hospital. My loved one had on Depends, wasn't able to go to the restroom on their own. So the doctors would come in and change my loved ones. Now, in the process of doing that, they moving my loved one all over the bed. My loved one oxygen level is already bad. She still got a weak heart from the medication that the doctors gave them. So they changing my loved one in the bed, and my loved one start gasping for air. My loved one can't breathe, but they still trying to change my loved one diaper. They telling me to help with the diaper. There's only one nurse in there. Can't handle my loved one by themselves. Ask me to help out, like I work there at the hospital. I have to bring it to the nurse attention. I say, my loved one can't breathe. Look at my loved one's eyes bulging out of their heads, gasping for air. I had to get this one nurse to stop concentrating on the diaper and give my loved one some oxygen. This is the kind of nonsense that I was dealing with in the hospital. If I wasn't there, they was going to keep on working on my loved one diaper until my loved one expired. Up here gasping for air, can't talk, making sounds like I'm trying my best to breathe. And when my loved one passed away, I'm pretty sure that's what happened again. Because my loved one was alert, talking, joking with us, and the nurses asked us to step out so they can change my loved one diaper. Me and the family members are so happy that she's alert and talking and joking. Her vitals are looking good. We step out to the hallway so they can change her diaper. 5 minutes later, nurses and doctors come rushing past us, running to the room, and my loved one passed away. After just talking and joking and smiling and being alert and having good vitals. Herbalists over hospitals, everyone. Take your health into your own hands. Don't put yourself in this predicament. I'm telling you. I've been saying this, and now I got experience to back up everything that I've been saying. I witnessed this for myself, the negligence at hospitals. I had a front row seat to it. I'm always coming on here telling you, you've been in a car accident, go to the hospital. You've been assaulted, go to the hospital. When it comes to chronic illnesses, run from the hospitals. Well, now I can say from experience, you still need to run from hospitals when it comes to treating yourself for chronic illnesses. They are absolutely terrible. Doctors are awful when it comes to healing people from chronic illnesses. Once the family goes into nursing home, they don't care. It's just a check to them. Absolutely. Absolutely. My loved one was in a nursing home for a minute. Once that insurance ran out, they was telling my loved one, yeah, you got to go somewhere else. Loved ones still battling for their lives in the nursing home saying, y'all got to find somewhere else to go. So absolutely, very true. This is what I was dealing with, everyone. This is why I haven't been live. I was in that hospital with my loved one. I was living in that hospital room with my loved one, scared to leave. I was telling friends and family members, I don't feel safe here. I feel like every time I turn my back, something goes wrong with our loved one. And sure enough, I turned my back for 5 minutes. Loved one ended up passing away. Just after talking, after laughing, after sitting up and joking with us all, after saying my name, after saying the name of another family member. We all stepped out in the hallway so the nurses can change my loved one diapers. And when we came back, our loved one was no longer here. What happened in that room? What caused my loved one to go from talking, laughing, and joking, pronouncing our name, to having good vitals? The doctors just came in to say the oxygen level looking good, blood pressure looking good. What happened for that short time that we was in the hallway? Your baby brother was sitting up good, talking, laughing. It was gone the next day. And I'm telling you, I was going to get my loved one out of there. I mean, I saw for myself the essential oils was working. The beet juice was working. Everything the herbalist told me to do was working. I saw this for myself. My loved one went from being nonverbal. My loved one went from not having no appetite, not communicating. When I came up there with the essential oil, with the castor oil, when I came up with the beet juice, all of a sudden, my loved one started talking, started having mental clarity, was saying our names, was joking with us. Everything that the herbalist told us would happen was happening. My loved one was fully alert, talking. All we needed was more time to keep going, taking baby steps. But every time these doctors come with their medication, every time they come with their medication, all the improvements that we were seeing was washed away. And the doctors would tell us to our face, yeah, she's having mental outbursts and all this because of the medication that we gave them. But this medication is necessary to keep your loved one alive. That's the nonsense that they was telling us. And unfortunately, I was outnumbered by friends and family members that don't question the doctors, that do everything the doctors tell them to do. It was a nightmare. How you doing, brother? It was a complete nightmare. But that's what I've been dealing with. That's why my heart is very heavy. I know for sure I was in the process of getting my loved one out of there. I was up against too much. I was up against the medication. I was up against the doctors. I was up against friends and family members that worship the doctors. I'm getting very little sleep. I can't go home and start juicing for the heart. I can't go home and start juicing for the kidneys. I can't go home and start juicing for the liver because I'm scared to be gone that long. I'm scared to leave my loved one that long. So the best thing I could do is run to the store that's about 15 minutes away, go get 100% carrot juice and beet juice and celery juice, and then rush back to the hospital. I was scared to go home for about an hour and start juicing and then come back to the hospital. I was scared to do that. But I had a juice recipe for the heart, for everything that they damaged at the hospital. I had a juice recipe for everything, every internal organ that they damaged. But I was too scared to leave my loved one long enough to go juice. The plan was the juice that let their hearts and lungs get better, and then wean them off the medication, and then put them on the herbs for the heart and for the kidneys and for the lungs. That was the plan. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to carry out the plan. Herbalists over hospitals. That's why I always say it. Take your health into your own hands, everyone. Don't leave your health into the hands of people with bad track records. People that don't got no track record of reversing chronic illnesses, hospitals and big pharma. All they do is mask your symptoms. They never get to the root cause of your illness. All they do is make you a customer for life. The money is in the illness, not in the wellness. They don't make money from healthy people. Why would they want to put themselves out of business? Big pharma is all about making big dollars. Wealth over health. You go to the hospital, something wrong with your kidneys, they give you medicine for that, but then a side effect, something wrong with your lungs. So they give you medicine for the lungs. Side effects, something become wrong with your liver. So they give you something for your liver. Side effects, something become wrong with your vision. Next thing you know, you are on 1 million different prescription medications, all with harmful side effects. They made you a customer for life. until your body finally break down from all the toxic medication and you pass away and they move on to the next customer. That's all you are to them, is a customer, a means for them making more money. They're not concerned with your health. And I ain't talking about the individual nurses and doctors. You may have nurses and doctors in your family that got good intentions. Unfortunately, they work for a system that don't have good intentions. Same thing with the Army, the Navy. You got friends or family members that's in the armed service. They got good intentions, but the powers that be, the government, they don't have good intentions, and they got them fighting unjust wars. Same thing in the hospital. Nurses and doctors with good intentions got to follow federal guidelines when it comes to the medications, and those are some terrible guidelines, not designed to heal people, designed to make money off of sick people. I witnessed it for myself. They was hunting my loved one down, pushing for end of life. I never seen anything like this up close and personal in my life. The obsession with end of life, with someone that's fully alert, standing up, talking, joking. Nurses come in, do you know your name? Yes, get the name right. Do you know the year you was born? Yes, get that right. Only thing they didn't get right, and maybe that was a sign that they don't want to be in this place. Do you know the name of this hospital? My loved one would never get that right. Never get that one right. Never say the name of the hospital. My loved one know their names, they know the year they was born, but they would never get the name of the hospital right. Maybe that was a sign that, no, I don't like this place. Herbalists over hospitals, everyone. We got to educate ourselves. We are spiritual warfare. We battle spiritual wickedness in high places. I know it may be hard to believe that you got people in powers of position that will actually do this, because you can't imagine doing this. You don't got the same heart as these people. You're not cut from the same cloth of these people. Just because you can't imagine never doing that don't mean that other people won't do it, and that's what we have to realize. Sometimes it'd be so hard to believe that people would do this because we know we would never do this. Well, we are not the same. They are not like us. People versus the system, everyone. And whether you want to accept it or not, you are the people. You are not the system. I don't care your race, your religion. I don't care if you're doing great financially. The powers that be do not consider you part of the system. I don't care if you're the same complexion as the system. They don't care. They don't care about your race, your religion, your political views. The powers that be are little secret society members, and they about bloodline. That's why Obama was able to be the president, although he don't look like the rest of the presidents. Obama, Dick Cheney, and George Bush are cousins. Go look it up for yourself. Obama admitted this in an interview. You can find it on YouTube. Obama admits he is cousin with Dick Cheney and George Bush. They keep it in the family. They're about bloodline. They don't care about your race, your religion, none of that. It's the people versus the system. You and I versus the system. The late comedian George Carlin always said that. Go check out George Carlin on YouTube. Type in George Carlin next to his name, type in politics. He always told the truth come to politics. George Carlin put out some great information in his stand-ups. George Carlin next to his name, type in politics and see what he got to say about the powers that be, about the government. He gonna say it's a big gang and you and I, we're not in it. Thumbs up, please, absolutely. I want to use this platform to put a spotlight on the homeless crisis, fight the powers that be, get all this information out here, this life-saving information, holistic health, in the name of my loved ones that passed away. I want to expose these reptilians, these government officials that's out here feeding off of the ignorance of the people, feeding off the sickness of the people. I want to use this platform to get some life-saving information out here. My only purpose of life is to try to avenge my loved ones by getting this information out here to the people. This is spiritual warfare. This is information warfare. We can't compete with these demons when it comes to weapons. But we got the greatest weapon of all, and that's the weapon of God. We got God as our weapon. We got information as our weapon. We got spiritual enlightenment as our weapon. That's what we have to use. We get this information out here to the people, and their world will crumble. They don't want the people to know the truth. Once the people wake up and learn the truth, the energy is going to change. We're going to get positive energy out here, and their world is going to collapse. That's what they don't want. They don't want people exposing them. They don't want people putting out positive energy by putting out positive information. Hear our prayers, absolutely. So I appreciate everyone that support the channel. Appreciate everyone that subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Appreciate everyone that donate to the channel. Go watch our videos and see what we do with the donations, everyone. Life is short, life is fragile. Life is not about money. I could care less about money. I'm probably the most non-materialistic person you will ever meet in your life. The hell with money. I done lost too many friends and family members and loved ones. If I was to get all this money, the people that I want to share with, for the most part, they're gone. I have no desire for money. The ones that I want to share with the most are gone. I just want to use money to get out here and get organic fruits and vegetables and information to the people. Other than that, I don't care about money. Money don't mean nothing. Once you lose friends and family members back to back, that put everything in perspective, and you realize life ain't about money. Life ain't about material things. Now I just want to go up against the powers that be. Everything that make the powers that be upset, that's what I want to do. I want to get this information out here because I know this will make them upset. I want to let people know you can be healed naturally. I want to save lives out here. All right, we back. Sometimes the phone act crazy, but like I said, life is all about uplifting each other, supporting each other. I don't care about money, material things. That mean nothing. All my loved ones that passed away, those are people that I wanted to do things with. They are gone now. I have no desire for money, for material things. Everyone that I want to share them things with, for the most part, they are gone. So now I just want to get out here and I want to get life-saving information to the people in the name of my loved ones that's been victims to this system. In the name of my loved ones, I want to get organic fruits and vegetables and life-saving herbs to the homeless people out here, to the children dealing with chronic illnesses, to everyday people out here that don't have this life-saving information. That's my life purpose. And to the day I'm gone, to the day I leave this earth, I just want to get out here and give away all this life-saving information. I want to go around giving away smoothies with ingredients that build up your immune system. I want to give away herbs that build up your immune system. I want to educate parents on how to properly feed their children. That's my life purpose till I leave this place. I have no desire for money and cars and houses. I've never been that way, but I'm really not that way now. When you lose friends and family members, you just don't care about them things. The people that you wanted to share that with, once they are gone, all that stuff just feels so empty. Humanism over capitalism. Herbalists over hospitals. Education over entertainment. Power to the people. All right, everyone, I was giving you herbalists and holistic doctors. Go check out Dr. Bobby Price. Go check out Dr. Michael Greger. These are holistic doctors that's very good at what they're doing, saving people's lives. Go check out Chris Beat Cancer. What's up, my man? All right, brother. Go check out Chris Beat Cancer. And that's exactly what Chris did. Chris was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Like a wise man, Chris said no to the big 3. Chris said no to chemo, no to radiation, no to surgery. The doctors told him, you are crazy, but we knew about doctors. I told you what I went through with these doctors. They the crazy ones. They told Chris, you're not gonna make it past 6 months. 20 years later, Chris is still here, cancer-free. Chris did what the Bible tells you to do. Revelation 22 verse 2, go look it up for yourself. New Testament, Revelation 22 verse 2. Chapter 22 verse 2. The leaves are for healing. Not man-made prescription medication with harmful side effects. The leaves, the herbs are for healing. Chris used herbs for his cancer. He drank so much 100% pure carrot juice that his skin turned orange. Every day he made a giant salad with nothing but healthy ingredients. He called it his anti-cancer salad. On his website, YouTube channel, he give you the recipe to that salad. And that's the way he got rid of his cancer. You can't be healed holistically, naturally. Let food be thy medicine. What's up, my man? All right, brother. Up next, go check out The Truth About Cancer. The Truth About Cancer. That website is so powerful. That YouTube channel is so powerful. The powers that be, the Illuminati, the Bilderberg, the Rothschilds, they had their YouTube channel shut down. They had millions of subscribers. Everyone was going to that channel, taking their advice to treat their chronic illnesses. Instead of going to the hospital, to Big Pharma, they was going to their local health store. They was going to the grocery store, to the organic section, buying nothing but organic fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, alkaline water and spring water. The powers that be wasn't having that, so they had their YouTube channel shut down, The Truth About Cancer. But this is the technology age. You can still check out their information on their website. The Truth About Cancer, operated by a husband and wife team, Charlene Bollinger and Ty Bollinger. Go check out The Truth About Cancer, guaranteed to change your life forever. Guaranteed to change the life of your loved ones forever. The information that they have on that website is unbelievable. They expose the government, Big Pharma, to the point where it's just gonna drive you crazy to realize that we are living under some demons. They're sitting here letting people pass away when they don't have to. Go check out The Truth About Cancer. Go check out Dr. Baxter Montgomery. B-A-X-T-E-R, Dr. Baxter Montgomery. A heart expert that incorporate holistic healing. Unfortunately, Dr. Baxter Montgomery passed away, but he still have people carrying on his legacy and still got his practice out of Houston running. Go check out Dr. Baxter Montgomery, B-A-X-T-E-R, a holistic heart expert. Much love to Dr. Baxter Montgomery. A lot of people came to Dr. Baxter Montgomery after the doctors told them, You only got 6 months to live. Your heart disease is so bad. There's nothing else you can do. Never take that advice. As long as you got life, there's something you can do. You can always be healed. So these folks came to Dr. Baxter Montgomery, and they did everything Dr. Baxter Montgomery told them to do. He put them on a raw vegan diet, and he gave them this smoothie protocol, delicious smoothie protocol, and it reversed their heart condition. Proving the doctors wrong once again. The doctors told them they only got 6 months to live. Instead, their heart disease only has 6 months to live. They got rid of the heart disease and they are still here. Go check out Dr. Baxter Montgomery, B-A-X-T-E-R. His practice is in Houston, still operating under people that's carrying out his legacy. Go check out his website, Dr. Baxter Montgomery, B-A-X-T-E-R. You can be healed. Don't let anyone tell you different. As long as you got life, you got a chance to heal yourself. But the key is you must do everything the holistic doctors and the herbalists tell you to do. Once you make the wise decision to go holistic over conventional medicine, you must make the next wise decision, and that's to do everything you're told to do. If the holistic doctors give you 10 things to do, you can't do some of the things. You can't do most of the things. They give you 10 things for a reason. You must do all 10 things. A lot of my family members fail to understand that. They made the wise decision to go holistic, but when it was time to do the work, they didn't want to do everything they was told to do. They only wanted to do some of the things. As a result, they did not heal. So they panicked and they ran to the doctor. Big mistake. The doctors put them on prescription medications with harmful side effects, did all kind of unnecessary procedures and surgeries, and as a result, their health began to deteriorate, and the doctors told them there's nothing else we could do for you but put you in hospice. Never, never put yourself in that predicament. Once you decide to heal holistically, you can't have no cheat days. You can't have no days where you do some of the things. You have to do everything the holistic doctors tell you to do. That's the key to healing correctly, everyone. Do everything. Herbalists over hospitals. So those are the holistic doctors. Dr. Joe Furman, Dr. Michael Greger, the Juice Lady, Dr. Baxter Montgomery, Chef AJ, The Truth About Cancer, Chris Beat Cancer, Fully Raw. Go look up all these people on YouTube. Go check out their websites. This is life-changing information. This is life-saving information. Care about yourself enough to do the research. Education over entertainment. Take your health into your own hands. 24 hours in a day. At least take 5 hours to read and study to better yourself. Chronic illnesses are taking people out at an early age. Study holistic health. Study how to treat yourself from chronic illnesses. Chances are, because the society we live in, the chemtrails that they putting in the sky, the way they poisoning the food and the water supply, chances are you may come down with a chronic illness. You need to learn how to heal yourself. You can't be healed. 24 hours in a day. Turn off the idiot box for 5 hours to read and study holistic health so you can know how to heal yourself, how to treat yourself. The idiot box is not going anywhere. These days, TV don't even turn off. Any program you miss, you can pull it up on demand. Education over entertainment. Take time to read and study 5 hours a day, at least. Stay away from the idiot box. If you ain't using it to watch educational stuff these days, I don't even know why you have an idiot box. Too much going on in the world. We in the middle of spiritual warfare. Who got time to be obsessing over mindless entertainment? We're battling for our lives, for our souls out here. You need to stay protected. TV is called television for a reason, telling lies to your vision. TV shows are called programs for a reason. You're being programmed. You're being dumbed down. The news is propaganda, N-E-W-S, north, east, west, south. They dumbing down the entire world through news and propaganda and through the idiot box called television. You can't make this up. For this kind of information, you ain't gonna get it from the idiot box. You ain't gonna get it from mainstream media. Maniac, evil, devils in action media. This kind of information you're gonna get from independent news sources that ain't scared to tell the truth. You're gonna go have to check out jeffrense.com. R-E-N-S-E, jeffrense.com. You're gonna have to check out davidike.com, I-C-K-E, David Ike. You're gonna have to check out Illuminati News, welcome page in parentheses, powerful information. Any topic you can think of, you can find it on Illuminati News, welcome page. In your search engine, you're gonna have to type in Jordan Maxwell. Go on Amazon, check out all his books. Search engine, type in William Cooper. Go to Amazon, check out all his books. On YouTube, check out Behold a Pale Horse for absolutely free. You're gonna have to love education the way that you love these entertainers and entertainment. Your life depends on it. What you don't know can cost you your life. Look a little raggedy, blame that on the powers that be. I guess the raggedy city reflects the government. We living under a raggedy government, so hey, we got raggedy cities out here. This is the city of Cincinnati. Just make sure your soul is not raggedy. That you can't control. The way the city look, we can't control that. That's the powers that be. And the city reflects the government. The city, streets, the world, the country look raggedy because we living under a raggedy government. How you doing, Cuddy? Simon, hope to find all of y'all in the best of health. Hope to find you and your loved ones in the best of health. If you're not familiar with the channel, most positive channel on the face of the earth, we welcome everyone to the channel. We don't care about your race, your religion, your political views, your economic status, power to the people. It's the people versus the system. People versus the Illuminati. You and I versus the system. We don't argue over religion, politics, spirituality, none of that. We welcome everyone to the channel as long as you got a good soul. I'm dealing with the loss of a bunch of loved ones. I got funerals coming up. Loved ones passed away. They went to the hospital, did everything the hospital told them to do against my wishes. I tried to tell them herbalists over hospitals. They did not listen, like millions of people in the world that don't listen. They just go along with everything the powers that be tell them to do. They don't question authority, like that movie They Live, made in the 80s, starring Rowdy Piper. The people don't put on They Live glasses. They don't read and study. They just do everything the system tells them to do, to obey and spend. Don't question authority. Shut up, remain calm. Don't question authority. That'll get you in a lot of trouble. Always question authority. Until you get results that's good for you and your loved ones, you question authority every time. America, always telling America not to go to this country because it's not bad, because it's bad. But then when you go to the country, you look better than America. Usually using voice texts, so most of the time these words are not words I want to say. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Ain't that something? It look like America turning into a third world country. Some of these places I just left. We downtown now, downtown Cincinnati, but I just left an area in the city that look like third world countries. You got homeless people out here. You got trash all over the place. Signs of hopelessness all over the place. In the land of milk and honey, a land that, country that claimed to be a Christian nation. You got God's children out here living in the streets, homeless, mental issues. You got God's children living like this, but you claim to be a Christian nation. If this a Christian nation, why you got God's children living in the streets, homeless, with mental issues? In the name of God, you should be taking care of God's children. You got in God we trust on the dollar bill. So you should trust that if you take care of God's children, God will take care of you. You shouldn't be worried about the economy collapsing, none of that. You should say, I trust in God, like the dollar bill say. So I'm out here taking care of God's children, making sure no one is homeless, making sure everyone got clean food, make sure everyone got decent organic fruits and vegetables that serve as medicine. And as a result, I know God will take care of me. However, this country is far from Christian. The powers that be are far from Christians. They're the complete opposite. They don't got no respect for God. That's why God spelled backwards is dog. The powers that be, the Illuminati, the Bilderberg, the Rothschilds, they are Luciferians. They worship Satan. And they put this into your subconscious all the time without you realizing it. That's why every December 25th, they got you and your children worshiping their God without you realizing it. December 25th, that fat guy that looked like he need the detox, running around telling lies, talking about he giving gifts to children all throughout the world by driving around on reindeers in one night, running around dressed in all red. You unscramble his name and it spells Satan. Unscramble the word Santa, you get Satan. And he run around in all red just like Satan. That's who they really worship, the powers that be. That's why they don't care about me, they don't care about you. That's why they got people out here homeless. That's why they let people go to the hospital and treat them with all kind of toxic prescription medications for chronic illnesses that can be treated through organic fruits, vegetable, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Instead, they pumping God's children up with toxic medications that's killing God's children slowly. These are hardcore devil worshipers, everyone. Who they really are is right before your eyes. If you just open up your eyes, you activate your chakras, you use your third eye, you can see who they really are. The people behind the hidden curtain. People behind the curtain. Yeah, this looks like a decent, I tell you can go from a decent area to a complete disaster here in the city of Cincinnati. That's probably like all cities. One block you can go, you can be in an area that look clean, and then 2 blocks later, you look like you're in a third world country. But anyway, who the powers that be are written all over them in a language. English language, L-I-V spelled backwards is evil. L-I-V-E-D spelled backwards is devil. Unscramble the word Satan, you get Satan. The word recreation. What do you do for recreation? Recreation, to destroy creation. This is who they really are, people. The Bible told you we're dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places. We are in the middle of spiritual warfare. You got to get protected spiritually. I don't care what your religion is, your spiritual beliefs are, but you need some kind of spiritual protection. Downtown Cincinnati is where we at. You're on the most positive channel on the face of the earth, Mr. Community, all about putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis, giving life-saving, holistic health tips, herbalists over hospitals. It's not even close, 100%. All about bringing good people together. We don't care about your religion, political views, your economic status, your race. Long as you're a good person, we welcome everyone to the channel. We go live to give positive people a positive platform where you can come mingle with other good people. And feel free to talk about whatever's on your mind. Don't censor yourself when you come over here. Don't worry about offending you come to this channel. Long as you're coming from a sincere place, Feel free to say whatever is on your mind. We're all about uplifting each other, supporting each other, being there for each other, sharing news with each other, giving each other life-saving information, talking about what we need to talk about, anything that's going on personally that you need to get off your chest. You need someone to talk to you. That's what this channel is all about. Unwinding after a long day. Feeling free to express yourself without being judged. That's what this channel is all about. There's enough negativity in the world, enough people judging people, being hard on each other. We're all about uplifting each other, supporting each other. Why people so quick to run to the hospital when battling illnesses? That's what I want to know, and it breaks my heart because I got so many friends and family members that do that, and it ends up bad every time. Every time. And what's so heartbreaking is a loved one would just see another loved one run to the hospital and have the worst time of their life. The worst reaction from the prescription medication, from the surgeries. They would sit there and see their loved one pass away, but first being tortured through all the medication and harmful procedures. They would see their loved one do that. Then they would get sick themselves, and they would do the exact same thing that their loved one just did. Run to the hospital for the same treatment, for the same toxic prescription medication, and end up with the same results. End up passing away slowly. It's unbelievable. But when you've been dumbed down, brainwashed, and miseducated from a child, you went through their educational system, when you've been brainwashed all your life through a corrupt educational system, then you come home and watch the idiot box, and you're brainwashed by the TV, and you're surrounded by friends and family members that's under the same mental condition. So this is all you know. If you don't find a way to get up out of that cycle, that explains why you make the terrible decisions that you make. You've been dumbed down, brainwashed your entire life. You are surrounded by other people that have been brainwashed, and you're just stuck in that terrible mental condition. Then when people like me come that manage to get up out of the matrix, when I come along and I give you information that you never heard in your life, you look at me like I'm Satan. You look at people like me like we're the devil. Because we broke that cycle. We managed to escape it. And you can't understand or comprehend what we are telling you. You've been conditioned your whole life to not question authority. How can you not question something that's bad for you? That's what I understand it because I just explained it. It's just still mind-boggling. How can you go to the hospital and have the doctor look you in your face? The doctor look you right in your face and tell you, we have nothing for your illness. But they're not done. They look you in your face and tell you, the medication we're going to give you is going to cause heart disease, lung disease, kidney failure. And we want you on this for 5 to 10 years. Good luck making it to 5 to 10 years. But the doctors tell you that, and you still say, okay, doctor, when do I begin the medication? And unfortunately, you got friends and family members that's dumbed down, brainwashed, so they backing you up. They helping you go get all the toxic medication. It's just unbelievable. Hey, God bless you. How y'all doing? All right, y'all have a good one. God bless you. Always see them two guys together. Always together right there, thick and thin. Don't be afraid to question authority, everyone. Even if you're by yourself, Never be afraid to question authority. In your heart, if you know something is wrong, don't be afraid to speak out. So many people are scared to speak out because they're outnumbered. They know what they saying is going against the grain. They know what they saying is going to rub people the wrong way. Man, the powers that be going to be upset with me. Friends and family members going to be upset with me. So some people go along just in order to get along. Don't do that. Stand on solid ground. When you do research and you read and you study, don't care if the entire world is against you. You stand on your beliefs on what you know to be right. If it costs you friends and family members, so be it. If it costs you your life, so be it. There's a life greater than this world, this physical realm. The spiritual realm is very real. Don't lose your soul for this physical realm that's very fake. The food is fake, the money is fake, the people is fake. Your soul is real. Don't lose your soul for this fake world. We ain't gonna be here forever, but your memories will be here forever. People gonna remember the person that you was, how you was, what you believed in. So give them something real to remember. If you got to be by yourself, then be by yourself. I'd rather be by myself than to be surrounded by a bunch of dumbed down, brainwashed, miseducated people that's scared to question authority. You find the greatest peace being by yourself. I go for walks like this, and this is when I'm just, man, so much peace. When I'm out here by myself, just walking, enjoying all the things that God created, the birds, the squirrels, the geese, the rivers, man, the beautiful flowers, the roses, and I don't got all the white noise in my ear. I don't have to listen to the dumbed down people. I'm telling you, being alone is a good thing. If you can find people that you can relate to, that's on your same wavelength, that's vibrating at a level that you vibrating on, then that is super also. I got a handful of people like that when they around, it ain't nothing but positive energy. And that's a beautiful thing. But if you don't got people like that in your life, then it's okay. You was born by yourself. Even if you was a twin, y'all ain't come out at the exact same time. You was born by yourself. Chances are you're going to leave this earth by yourself. There's nothing wrong with being alone. Don't compromise your soul. Yeah, cheat days. One of my loved ones was diagnosed with cancer. In order to treat that cancer, the herbalists, the holistic doctors told my loved one, you have to go on a raw vegan diet. Completely raw diet. That means nothing but organic fruits and vegetables, nothing else. My loved one was having cheat days when my loved one would sneak in some vegan food. My loved one would say, well, it's a vegan hamburger, it's a vegan cookie, it's vegan potato chips. Those are cheat days. When you're dealing with a chronic illness, you need to go raw vegan until you are completely healed. That means nothing but organic fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables got flavonoids and chlorophyll in them. Flavonoids and chlorophyll builds up your immune system and it kills cancer cells. Vegan food don't do that. Organic fruits and vegetables got flavonoids and chlorophyll in them that kills cancer cells and build up your immune system. So that's what you need to eat until you are completely healed. Anything outside of that is a cheat day. And that's what my loved one was doing. My loved one was thinking, well, I'm not eating meat. I'm not eating processed food. I'm eating vegan food. That's still a cheat day. Until you are completely healed, you need to go raw vegan. It normally takes 6 to 8 months for your body to heal itself. Sometimes it may take longer. If it takes longer, oh well, trust the process. Until you are completely healed, you need to eat organic fruits and vegetables. You can make smoothies, delicious smoothies, using nothing but organic fruits and vegetables. You can make ice cream, delicious ice cream, using organic fruits, but you cannot eat nothing outside of organic fruits and vegetables. Anything outside of that would be a cheat day. I don't care if it's vegan cookies, vegan hamburger. If it requires you to cook it, that's a cheat day. You don't need to eat no cooked food when you're rebuilding the body from a chronic illness. Once you cook the food, you destroy the enzymes. That's why raw broccoli is good for you. Don't boil it, don't fry it, don't put it in the microwave. Eat raw organic broccoli. Keep it raw. That way you keep the enzymes in it. Very good for the human body. A lot of my loved ones was going raw vegan in the beginning because they were scared. You know, when someone first been diagnosed with a chronic illness, they scared. So they willing to do everything you tell them to do. So my loved one, when they were first diagnosed, they were scared, so they was doing everything. Raw vegan, okay, I'm going raw vegan. Juice as much as I can, okay, I'm a juice as much as I possibly can. Well, as a result, they were seeing positive results. They was getting better. The doctors was telling them, man, we want to do surgery where we saw the cancer, but we don't see the cancer no more. So my loved one would get happy, excited, and then my loved one decide, well, hey, I can have a cheat day. I'm getting better. No, it haven't even been 2 months. What you're seeing is already your body beginning the process of healing itself. But it haven't even been 2 months. Just because you're seeing positive results don't mean you can have a cheat day. You got to keep going. That's a good sign. Your body is showing you that I'm beginning to heal myself. But you can't interrupt that process. And that's what my loved one did. My loved one interrupted that process because my loved one was seeing positive results. My loved one jumped the gun, got too happy. I can have some cheat days. I can sneak and go eat vegan food. And as a result, everything reversed itself. All the positive results we were seeing went away. Loved ones started getting tumors, had to go to the doctor, and the doctor did all these surgeries and made everything worse. When you get a tumor, that's just your body way of protecting itself. You got lymph nodes in your body. Your body take all this harmful bacteria from all the bad food that you eating. And your body take all that harmful bacteria and put it in your lymph nodes so it won't get in your bloodstream. Because if you get in your bloodstream, you will lose your life. So that's what your body is doing when it creates tumors. It's taking all that bacteria, putting it in your lymph nodes, so then you see your stuff swelling up. Because once your body put all that bacteria in your lymph nodes, it's your job to empty your lymph nodes by eating organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, and exercising 30 minutes a day, walking in the sun 30 minutes a day, getting in a steam sauna 30 minutes a day, using essential oils like frankincense oil, peppermint oil. Once you do that, the tumors would dissolve on their own. But my loved one didn't understand that because they wasn't reading and studying. I was doing all the reading and studying, and I ain't even had the cancer. So my loved one had cheat days. The tumors came. My loved one panicked, ran to the hospital, and the hospital made things worse. Put him on prescription medication, did all these unnecessary surgeries, caused the cancer to spread, caused heart failure, kidney failure, just a disaster. The Bible says my people gonna pass away from a lack of knowledge. What you don't know can cost you your life. Read, study, educate yourself. Information is power. We were put on this planet to learn. We weren't put on here to be obsessed with entertainment, with all these stars. Stars spelled backwards is rats. Quit worshiping these entertainers, these politicians. Real change gonna come from the people that you have access to every day, the people you can walk up to and touch, the people in your community that can relate to everything you're going through, because they going through the same thing or similar things. That's where real change is gonna come from. People you have access to every day, your everyday person, your neighbors, your friends. Stop arguing with friends and family members that you knew all your life over politicians and entertainers that you never met in your life. That is foolish. You don't know how these entertainers and politicians are behind closed doors, but I do, because I read and I study. They're a bunch of secret society members, a bunch of P. Diddy's that don't care about nothing but themselves, they little secret societies, and promoting filth. And by the way, you got a P. Diddy in every form of music. For those keeping up with the P. Diddy situation, you got a P. Diddy in gospel music, P. Diddy in country music, P. Diddy in heavy metal music, P. D in R&B music, P. D in country music. They just put in position to sell trash to the people, to distract the people with filthy entertainment. They are the puppets put in position by the puppet masters. Good morning, brothers and sisters. God bless you all every day. Same to you, family. Good seeing regular family members, our everyday family members. Good seeing new family members. Man, I haven't been live in so long. For those that need to be updated, I'm dealing with the loss of some very, very special people in my life, friends and family members. I'm dealing with the loss of some very, very loved ones. We got funerals coming up. The family is in chaos. I'm on here with a broken heart. I only watched my loved one deteriorate right before my eyes in the hospital. I was up there doing the best that I can. I was giving them fruits and vegetables and beet juice, essential oils, castor oil. I was doing everything that I could do in the hospitals. I was spending the night in the hospital for a little over a week, trying to counterattack all this terrible hospital medication that they was giving my loved ones, but it just wasn't enough. So I ended up losing friends and family members. We got some funerals coming up. Our whole world is turned upside down. The family is in chaos. We dealing with a lot of terrible things. I'm on here with a very, very heavy heart. Good morning, Mark. How you doing, Mark? You can rewind the video. I explained my situation in the beginning. I lost some loved ones that I tried to tell. Herbalists over hospitals. You need to deal with an herbalist, not a hospital for your illness. Loved ones didn't listen. They went the conventional route. They went to the hospital, took all the toxic medication, did all the terrible surgeries. As a result, my loved ones passed away. I tried to help them out the best that I could in the hospital. My loved ones were showing improvement. I was giving them essential oils. I was rubbing them down with essential oils. I was not allowing them to eat no cafeteria food. I was giving them organic fruits and vegetables. And my loved ones were starting to come around. They went from being nonverbal to starting to talk and communicate and be alert. But then the doctors would come with their toxic medicine, and then my loved ones would take steps back from the medication. They'll start having outbursts and screaming and all kind of side effects. And then the doctors would blame it on the cancer. Oh, we need to put them out of their misery. They suffering. No, it's the medication that you're giving them that's causing them to suffer. They are showing progress. I'm getting them together. I want to slowly but surely get them together and wean them off this medication and get them out of here. But the doctors was pushing for end-of-life treatment. And unfortunately, family members that don't read or study, they was agreeing with everything the doctors tell them to do. They was pushing for end-of-life treatment. So I was in a real nightmare. I did the best that I could for my loved ones, but I was fighting an uphill battle. I lost the battle and my loved ones ended up passing away. Just after my loved ones was doing good. They were sitting up. They was having good vitals. The blood pressure was doing good. However, my loved ones still had a weak heart, so they had to be handled with care. And I know what happened because it happened before. My loved one was on diapers. The nurses come in and they change my loved one diapers, and they get too rough with them. And I had to tell the nurses and doctors, you're being too rough. Look, while you concentrating on changing my loved one diaper, my loved one can't breathe. So I had to stop the doctors, nurses several times from changing my loved one diapers and to give my loved one some oxygen. If I wasn't there, they was gonna let my loved one just pass away. So I know that's what happened. I wasn't there this time. We stepped out the room, me and my loved ones stepped out the room so they can change my loved one's diapers. My loved one was doing good before we stepped out into the hallway. My loved one was talking, laughing, smiling. Blood pressure was good. Oxygen level was good. We stepped in the hallway for 5 minutes. We came back. My loved one was gone, passed away. And I just told friends and family members, I'm never gonna take my eyes off of my loved one again. I'm never gonna leave them alone with these nurses, because every time I do, something go wrong. But my loved one just had a major health scare. My loved one oxygen tube was off on the floor. Physical therapy came in to do physical therapy. And they moved my loved one, and my loved one vitals went all the way down. They had to rush my loved one back to the bed. They ain't know what was going on. I seen that my loved one oxygen tube was on the side of the bed. I said, is this important? They said, yeah, that should be hooked up. So that wasn't hooked up, and they was moving my loved one all over the place. That was a double whammy. So then they got my loved one back hooked up, calmed down, and everything came back to normal. Oxygen level was normal. Blood pressure was normal. However, they asked us to step out into the hallway so they could change her diaper once we got everything back to normal. We stepped out into the hallway for 5 minutes. When we came back, our loved one was gone. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, family. Herbalists over hospitals, everyone. That's why I always say herbalists over hospitals. And that's exactly why, because of situations like this. Take your health into your own hands. Last time I checked, hospitals was the 3rd cause of death in America, behind heart disease and cancer. And then hospitals. Don't put your life in the hands of people that come in 3rd for causes of death. Take your health into your own hands. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Stop digging your grave with your teeth. Eat organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Get outside in nature 30 minutes a day. Walk in the sun 30 minutes a day. Surround yourself around positive people. Keep your stress level down as much as you can. During the healing process, if you don't got people that believe in what you're doing, keep them people out of your life. If you're going a holistic route and people don't believe in a holistic route, then you kindly tell them people, can you please stay away from me while I'm healing myself? Because I only need positive people in my life that believe in what I'm doing. I only need positive energy. I need to feed off of that. Then once I'm well, once I heal myself, then you can come back into my life and I can tell you, I told you, herbalists over hospitals. But only keep positive people in your life, people that support you in the technique that you're using during your healing process. Get yourself a juicer and start juicing as much as you possibly can organic fruits and vegetables. Every time you juice, make sure your juice recipe got more vegetables than fruit. And every time you juice, make sure you make at least 8 ounces of juice every time you juice. Nothing less than 8. All right, the phone keep acting crazy. Herbalists over hospitals. Every time you juice, make sure your juice recipe got more vegetables than fruit, and make sure that you make at least 8 ounces every time you juice. Nothing less than 8 ounces every time you juice organic fruits and vegetables. Appreciate everyone that been checking on me, praying for me, made blue eyes. They've been wondering where I've been at. I'm out here with a very, very heavy heart. Got some funerals coming up. I'm dealing with a lot. All these loved ones that we lost, they played vital parts in our family. So I'm gonna be dealing with some major life changes. Major life changes. So much need to be done. So I got a lot going on, but I appreciate all the prayers. Appreciate everyone praying for my family. I pray for your family as well. We got to look out for each other. I truly appreciate it. I'll try to go live. I'm going to be coming on here with a heavy heart. So if I don't come on here doing a lot of talking, I'm still going to come on here, just go around to different events, walk around showing you the homeless crisis out here. No one should be homeless. I'm going to be out here maybe still going to different concerts, but probably just not doing a lot of talking. I got a very humanism over capitalism, God over Satan, positive people over negative people, entrepreneurs that give back to the community over corporate America. The keys to life, everyone, God over Satan. Most positive channel on the face of the earth, coming to you from the city of Cincinnati, all about putting the spotlight on the homeless crisis, giving life-saving holistic health tips. Every now and then we like to mix in some entertainment. But due to the medical crisis that I'm dealing with, we're gonna have to slow down on the entertainment part. I normally like to go to concerts and live stream from the concerts and let you enjoy it from the comfort of your home. Last year we did that with Ice Cube, Nelly, Shaquille O'Neal. But right now, all that's being put on timeout. God bless each and every last one of you. Appreciate everyone that showed love to the channel. Appreciate everyone that hit the like button, the subscribe button. Appreciate everyone that donate to the channel so we can get some organic fruits and vegetables and life-saving herbs to the homeless and to the children out here. A lot of children be on social media all day. They don't get outside in the fresh air like they should. As a result, they dealing with chronic illnesses before they reach their teenage years. A lot of children come from homes that's on fixed income. So their parents go to the grocery store and they buy processed food that been shot up with hormones and antibiotics. And they buy all this food because they don't know about nutrition. They don't know that the very food that they buy in their children are causing their children to be ill. They just trying to feed their children for the month. So a lot of children out here dealing with chronic illnesses. I'm already juicing for friends and family members that will listen. I would love to extend that to juicing for the homeless and for the children out here dealing with chronic illnesses. You can help make that possible by supporting the channel. You can do that in several ways. You can donate to the channel by way of super chat, super likes, super thanks. You can donate to the PayPal, H Taylor 509. HTAYLOR 509. You can donate to the Cash App, $ Mr. Helping the Homeless. $ Mr. Helping the Homeless. If you can't afford to donate, don't worry about it. We know about hard times. Seems like the whole world is on hard times. And if you're not on hard times yet, unfortunately, be patient. It's right around the corner. The powers that be are collapsing the economy on purpose. They love controlling people through wealth and power, and they love making people miserable. So if hard times haven't came knocking on your door yet, prepare yourself. Unfortunately, it's right around the corner. Humanism over capitalism. We got to come together and prepare each other for moments like that. We got to come together and get a community garden going, growing our own fruits and vegetables, and making sure no one in the community is going without good, healthy food. Got to make sure no one in the community is homeless. We got to police our own communities, making sure everyone in our community feels safe. That's real change, everyone. A lot of people don't want that responsibility, but that's real change. Power to the people. Real change is gonna come from the people, not from the system. The system don't care about me, the system don't care about you, and by now you should realize that. We pray for everyone out there that's dealing with chronic illnesses, anyone that's in the hospital feeling alone, confused, scared, and terrified. We send positive energy your way. Know that you are never alone. And somehow you found this channel, you're in the hospital, you're dealing with a chronic illness. Know that someone is praying for you on a daily basis. Know that you can be healed. If the whole world is going against you as you try to heal yourself, know that someone is praying for you. Someone do believe in your healing. That's Mr. Community and all the positive people on this channel. Know that you can be healed naturally, holistically. And if you decide to go that route and your family and friends are against you, just turn on this video, this part of the live stream, and just keep playing it over and over and over. You are loved. You are doing the right thing. In the wrong world, the right thing is going to be questioned. The right thing is going to be challenged. So you just got to be strong enough to deal with that and don't cave in. Don't cave in to friends, family members. Don't cave in to figures, authority figures. You in your heart and soul, you know what's best for you. You know what's working for you. You know your own body. And don't compromise for anyone. Don't let anyone put you in an uncomfortable position where you feel like what you're doing is not right. Anyone that make you feel like that, you get them out of your life. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your best friend. Get them out of your life. No one should make you feel uncomfortable for the choices that you making, that you seeing results, positive results. Don't keep uncomfortable people in your life just because of their relationships to you, because you knew them all your life. You got good times, good memories together. During this time of your life, if they're not giving you good memories and good energy, you got to get them people out of your life. You got to protect your precious energy by any means. A lot of my loved ones fail to understand that. A lot of my loved ones have some of the worst support system in the world surrounding them during their health crisis. People with awful advice, medical advice, people that didn't question authority, people that knew nothing about nutrition and how it can be used to give you a better life, better food, better life. A lot of my loved ones had terrible support system. And as a result, things ended terribly. Make sure you got a strong support system. In a time of crisis, make sure your paper right, your paperwork is right. Make sure you leave someone in charge of your decisions that got your best interests in mind. People that don't place more value on your money or your material things. People that want you here on this planet more than they want anything that you can leave behind. That's the people that you keep in your corner. That's your support system. It's very important that you have a strong support system in a time of a crisis. You don't want dumbed down, brainwashed, miseducated people in charge of your life when you can't make decisions. You don't want friends and family members with good intentions, but extremely uneducated in charge of your life during a crisis. That would end terribly, and that's what I was dealing with.
I know how it is. I know
My loved ones had a team set up that was just awful. They ain't questioned nothing the doctor said. The doctor said, hey, we're gonna give your loved one prescription medication that's gonna damage their internal organs. My loved one support system said, okay, let's do it. My loved one had a support system that when the doctor said, although your loved one is showing mental clarity, although they are laughing and joking and they know their names and they alert, we still want to do end of life treatment. And my loved one support system said, okay, let's do it. Insane. You want a support system stronger than that, wiser than that. I was in the twilight zone, I tell you, this is what I was dealing with. How you gonna recommend end of life treatment for someone that's up, eyes open, they talking, they telling you they want to live, they know their names, they know the year they was born, but on paper you say their disease look bad. Although they are showing signs of improvement, their vitals are looking good, but we still need to put them out of their misery. The medical establishment in this country is insane. And the dumbed down people that go along with the medical establishment in this country are insane. Make sure you don't leave your life in the hand of insane people. Medical doctors and friends and family members. Make sure you got a strong support system. Make sure you put down on paper in case of an emergency what you want. I lost my loved one behind not having that kind of support system. Me and this particular loved one, we'd be in Indiana right now. Every year we went to Indiana around this time. That's where we'd be at. I'll be in Indiana live streaming right now from Indiana. And now that's gone. My loved one is gone forever. Oh man, heavy, 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 heavy heart. Got funerals coming up. I got all kind of stuff coming up. So much got to be done. Appreciate everyone showing love to the channel, supporting positive content. Truly appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that been checking on me. May Blue Eyes, Red Bricks, L. Rach, all the other family members that come here on a regular basis, Earthkeeper, Cosmic Cartoon, Makai, Mikhail, all the regular family members. Eventually I will be going live again on a regular basis. Don't know if I will ever be the same, But I will be going live again on a regular basis. Got to keep the mission going. The mission all about putting a spotlight on the homeless crisis and giving life-saving holistic health tips. As long as I got life, I got to keep that mission going. So eventually we'll be back out here right here. Every Thursday, salsa music and cover band music. Then down the street more cover band music every Thursday. Mondays and Tuesdays, we'll go to a spot that give away food and clothes to the homeless around 6 p.m. like I normally do. On Wednesdays, we'll get back to reggae music. Fridays, we'll get back to free R&B concerts, national acts and local acts. As long as you got life, you got to keep on going. So eventually we'll get to that point. It's just going to take some time. It ain't going to never be the same. I already know that. I will never be the same, but I'm going to keep going no matter what. I'm going to keep the mission going no matter what. Power to the people. My mission is to get out here in the name of all the people that I lost. Try to make other people's lives better by getting this life-saving information out here to people that need it and deserve it. Herbalists over hospitals, you can be healed 100%. God bless each and every last one of you. We'll be shutting down pretty soon. Got to get with the family. Got to make plans. Funeral plans and all kind of stuff. Got to rearrange lives and everything. So much going on. Got a lot going on. A lot on my plate. How do you deal with the loss of some loved ones? How do you cope? Someone that's so special to your life, that means so much to your life. Someone that you pretty much been with every day for 30 years. You always talk to them, said hi to them, saw their face. How do you deal with the loss of that? New chapter in my life. This is what I'm gonna have to find a way to do. This is what I'm up against. Life will never be the same. Life will never be the same. Got to find a way to keep going on. My purpose of life is to wake up, get this information out to the people, help the homeless and people that's dealing with chronic illnesses as much as I possibly can, and go back to sleep. Wake up, get this information out to the people, help out the homeless and people that's dealing with chronic illnesses, and go back to sleep. That's my life. That's my life. God bless each and every last one of you. I appreciate the love and the support. I'm gonna try to go live during morning times like this, get out here, get me some fresh air and walk. Just do a lot of good for me. Any major things go on in the community, I'll probably cover that. And depending on how I feel, when we got concerts coming up, like on Thursdays and Fridays, I try to get out to those events. If I don't do a lot of talking, then just understand the situation I'm going through. But I'm going live just to stay in touch with the family and keep the cyber family together. Somehow I gotta keep on going. I come out here and I just see everything that reminds me of my loved one. Walk past the place where my loved one used to work. I might start taking a whole nother route because I don't want to walk past that place. But there's no escaping it. We got so many memories in this city. Different concert venues we used to always go to and different stores we used to go to. I see why people move out the country, not the country, maybe some move out the country, but I see why people move out of the city once they lose a loved one. It's just so many different memories here. I'm looking at a sign right now where my loved one used to work at. It's just memories all over the place. Don't take your life for granted, everyone. Don't take the life of your loved ones for granted. Spend time with your loved ones. Ain't nothing more important than being with your loved ones. Money, material things, cars, none of that. Tomorrow's not promised. Stop putting off for tomorrow what you could do today. You and your loved one always talked about getting together and spending more time together. Then do that. Stop putting it off. Spend time with your loved one. Houses and cars, none of that mean nothing. Nothing. You should be willing to downsize your life if that's what it takes to spend more time with your loved ones. I'd rather live in a cardboard box with my loved ones still here with me in that cardboard box rather than have a nice house when my loved one no longer here. I spent all my time getting that nice house and not spending enough time with my loved ones, so now my loved one is gone, but the nice house is still here. I don't want to go out like that. And you shouldn't either. Don't get distracted by shiny things. Houses and cars, none of that mean nothing. None of that compares to your loved ones and to the health of your loved ones. Important, yes indeed. Ain't nothing more important than life. Get out here, live life. Get with your loved ones. Get out here and create memories with your loved ones. Enjoy life, live life. Get out of the matrix. Get out of the rat race. Make enough money to take care of yourself and your loved ones, to take care of your necessities, which should be free anyway. Shelter, food, water, all that should be free anyway, but that's a whole nother story. But just make sure that you got enough to take care of yourself, and then get out here and make sure you got time to be with your loved ones. That's more important than money and material things. Thank you, family, absolutely. Thank you. I'm telling you, ain't nothing more important than spending time with the ones that you love and you hold dear to your life, dear to your heart. This bus stop right here, I mean, everything just remind me of my loved ones. I come to this bus stop right here, and I, boom, be going to the hospital to be with my loved one. Nothing but memories here in this city. Times when I did escape from my loved one because I had to make an emergency run. I had to come right here to the bus stop and go right back to the hospital. Every time I walk past here, I'm gonna have to think about that now. Every time I get on this bus, I'm gonna be thinking, I used to get on this bus to go to the hospital to be with my loved one that's no longer here. I got them beautiful memories to keep me going. I got a lot of videotapes that I was taping of my loved one in the hospital. I was taping my loved one talking because the hospital and the doctors kept telling me that my loved one is a vegetable. So I got a whole bunch of videos of me and my loved one in the hospital talking and laughing and listening to music together. I got them precious memories. I can always look at them videos and I know they're gonna make me cry at the same time. They're gonna make me smile. Because there was moments when I was in the hospital in that room with just me and my loved one. And we were smiling and laughing and we would listen to music. I would put on a song and my loved one would say, "That's our song." And it's the same one that the doctor's trying to tell me my loved one don't got no mental function, no mental capabilities. They're a vegetable. But when I put on the song, my loved one say, "That's our song." And my loved one will start singing the song. And we'll start laughing and smiling. I got them memories. I got them memories on video. And that was some of the best times, being in the hospital room with just me and my loved one. Me working on their health without the doctors nowhere around. Without the doctors coming in here with their toxic medicine for just that short period of time. It was just me and my loved one in that hospital room. And we was laughing together, we was listening to music. And there was some special times right there. That was some of the best moments of my life. Being in the hospital with just me and my loved one, no one disturbing us. No toxic hospital medicine for the moment. No friends and family members questioning everything that I'm doing with my loved one. Giving my loved one organic fruits and vegetables and essential oils, and brainwashed family members questioning that. But they're not questioning the doctors that's giving them prescription medication that's damaging their hearts and their lungs and their kidneys. They don't got nothing to say about that. But these family members want to question me giving my